So, liebe Leute von heute, herzlich willkommen zurück hier bei Genshin Impact für die PlayStation 4, wo wir nun den Legendenauftrag rund um Kamisato Ayato in die nächste Runde bringen werden. Jetzt heißt es erstmal der Auftrag wie folgt. Okay, das war, sagt der falsche Knopf. Wieder mal, mehr als einmal jetzt. Okay, jetzt. Auch die Wahrheit ist eine Lüge. Während du losziehst, um deine Glückwünsche zu überbringen, wird Ayato allmählich klar, dass hinter dieser Hochzeit eine Verschwörung steckt. Seiner Meinung nach kommst du der Wahrheit immer näher. Als nächstes rette Chinojo. Ziel verfolgen. Ziel irgendwo hier auf Rito. Mal sehen denn, wo jetzt genau. Okay, es scheint sich dann, wie es aussieht, irgendwo hier auf dem Anwesen zu befinden. Oder vielleicht auf einer ganz anderen Seite. Wäre jetzt allerdings schon ein bisschen verfrüht, wenn wir jetzt einen Dungeon schon hätten. Ja, wäre jetzt wirklich ein bisschen verfrüht, wenn wir jetzt, er sagt schon, einen Dungeon hätten. Aber das könnte jetzt natürlich ja auch angehen. Hoffen wir jetzt einfach mal, dass uns die Ausdauer gleich nicht ausgehen wird. Es sind jetzt auf jeden Fall nur noch ein paar Meter. Ein paar Meter, die wir jetzt anscheinend überhaupt nicht mehr schaffen werden. Also gut, die andere Seite. Dann eben deinen Teleporter einsetzen. Zwar ein bisschen jetzt blöd gelaufen, aber so muss es dann am Ende gemacht werden. Und nicht anders. Okay, und wenn wir, sag schon mal, dabei sind, wenn man hier schon mal aus der Luft her ein paar Blütenblätter sieht. Dann sollte man die auch einsammeln. So, ist hier denn jetzt gleich irgendwo um die Ecke ein Dungeon oder? Nein, wir müssen jetzt also erstmal ein paar Spuren suchen. Untersuche die Lage in der Höhle.
Stop this at once.
It's the Yashiro Commissioner. Well, we take orders from our master, no one else.
Really? Then please, excuse me.
Jo, dann erledigen wir dich jetzt halt mal. Oder euch.
Cascade.
Tja, legt euch niemals mit dem Oberhaupt des Kamisato-Clans an.
Mind the deluge.
Tja, Ayato konnte sogar auch die Gegner im Alleingang besiegen.
Blast. Let's go. We must report the master right away.
Hey, get back here!
No need to follow them. We need bait to catch the fish anyway. Leave them be. I think I saw a key fall to the ground during the fight. Let's free Shinojo first. But in all the chaos, it must have been kicked to one side. Where did it end up?
What the? It's a Tanuki? Oh, don't tell Paimon that the Tanuki took it!
Let's follow it and see.
Tja, ein Tanuki hat sich den Schlüssel gekrallt. Okay, kleiner Tanuki, ich habe zwar keine Ahnung, was der Sack jetzt hier vorhast. Okay, irgendwie sind wir jetzt hier total falsch abgebogen. Tja, musikalisch begabt ist er auf jeden Fall. Und hier auch ein klitzekleines bisschen verspielt. Wobei die Lage es jetzt eigentlich nicht zulässt. Wo zum Henker ist der jetzt wieder abgeblieben? Wo zum Henker ist der Tanuki jetzt hier abgeblieben? Warte, jetzt ist er hier drüben? Oh, jetzt haben wir den Schlüssel. Das ist gut. Also kommen wir jetzt der Wahrheit mal wieder ein Stückchen näher.
Thank you. Thank you. It was terrifying. They said they were gonna throw the cage into the sea with me still inside. Oh, wait. You have to listen to me. Lady Chisato's wedding. It's all part of a scheme. Someone's trying to use the wedding for their own ends.
Calm down, Shinojo. It's okay. We know about all that.
Huh?
Our suspicions were roused to this possibility, and so far, everything is unfolding rather as we expected. Those behind this plan are not going to give up easily. Their next move is imminent. We must devise sufficient countermeasures.
Yashiro Commissioner, you're personally going to take action?
This situation has consequences for the whole Tri-Commission, and the stability of all Inazuma is at stake. My hitherto neutral stance ends now. The almighty Shogun has always despised these pathetic power games. As a commissioner, I am a servant of the Shogun, and it is therefore my duty to handle these tiresome matters on her behalf.
That's true.
Shinojo, don't return to your post yet. Find somewhere safe and stay hidden. Traveler, Paimon, let's get out of here.
Ja, kurz danach.
Well, if it isn't the Yashiro Commissioner. I hear you showed up here with no explanation and attacked my men. You wouldn't happen to be carrying out some sort of secret mission, now would you?
I heard that someone was taking the law into their own hands. As a responsible official of Inazuma, I could not in good conscience stand idly by. Shinojo may be your retainer, but the law does not grant you the right to abuse him.
Abuse? Nonsense. I was just teaching him a lesson. Out of nowhere, a low-ranking officer decides to barge in on Lady Hiragi and start spouting out the most absurd and insulting nonsense one can imagine. A truly egregious loss of decorum. I dare say, the poor lady was terrified.
So, you're saying that you know absolutely nothing of the reasons for his actions? Because otherwise, why would you describe it as out of nowhere?
Two people from two different clans are getting married. That's all there is to it. And yet this young gentleman took it upon himself to fabricate a nonsensical disaster story around it. How should I know what he was thinking? Even if she marries into the Kujo clan, Lady Hiragi will always be the daughter of the Hiragi clan and the most distinguished member of the Kanjo Commission. We are, and always will be, her loyal assistants. It's our duty to see that she never has to worry about anything. Loyalty and duty are our guiding principles. Not only did this guard show no regard for either, he went out of his way to upset our lady. How could one do such a thing? Even if we put it down to a rare moment of impulsivity. I have to say, I'm surprised to see one of such noble standing as yourself rushing to his defense.
Darn it! This guy is good. Annoyingly good.
Aber es ist wirklich schwer, einen Fehler zu finden.
Funny. I'm suddenly reminded of an anecdote I'd like to share with you. There's not been a dull moment since I took up my post in the Yashiro Commission. Every day I've been exposed to new and fascinating things. For instance, a merchant from abroad once told me about a curious kind of bird with the most extraordinarily long tongue. So long, in fact, that you can tie 2 knots in the portion of it that extends out of its beak. I'm sure someone as erudite as yourself could be able to guess what people do with these unusual avians.
Keep them as pets.
You'd think, wouldn't you? But there's a catch. You see, this bird is of no use to humans whatsoever, and certainly doesn't make a suitable pet. If you catch one, the best thing you can do is actually cut its tongue off and throw it out of the window. The reason they give is this. The longest tongue has the most to say, but don't be deceived as it chirps away, lest the song it sings lead you astray.
I say, Yashiro Commissioner, are you here simply to mock the Kanjo Commission?
Far from it. In my mind, the Kanjo Commission is made up of honorable individuals, upright and forthright, conscientious and loyal. It is unbecoming of such people to resort to lies, deception, and filibustering, all as part of a plan to remove Lady Hiragi from her position in the Kanjo Commission.
Yashiro Commissioner, please don't make accusations without any evidence.
The evidence is standing right in front of me, is it not? I have a credible witness who can confirm you were quick to try and make him disappear as soon as he said something that you did not like. Ugh, dear me. I can't believe the Grand Matsura clan is now represented by someone with less of a sense of loyalty than even an ordinary servant. You studied hard and took a government position, only to make it to where you are now just to play these petty power games behind the scenes. I'm not sure whether it's because you're smart enough to play the system, or too foolish to know any better. In your years of service to the Shogun, not only have you managed to glean nothing good from the people around you, you have also let yourself be blinded by self-interest. And now you have ruined your once bright future. I'm not angry, Mr. Matsura. I just feel sorry for you.
Is that right? Then tell me, if you're so bright, what exactly do you think you can do to me? This is at most a Kanjo Commission issue, We'll handle this amongst ourselves. You are reaching rather outside of your bounds, Yashiro Commissioner. If you seek to involve yourself in other clans' affairs, might I be so bold, then, as to question your motives in doing so? I think you are simply opposed to an alliance between the Kanjo Commission and Tenryo Commission, because the new balance of power in the Tri-Commission would be a threat to you personally. So you come here with an elaborate excuse to try and break up this marriage.
So, that's how you view it. Well, I have to admit, you clearly are far more talented than I at monitoring the power balance within the Tri-Commission.
Let me be crystal clear. This wedding is going to happen, and nothing is going to change that. The notices have already been sent out. All of Inazuma City knows about it now. Most of the public weren't aware that Kujo Kamaji and Hiragi Chisato were courting. But you can bet it's all anybody's talking about now. Once the notices go out, that's it. The wedding is a sure thing, even if it hasn't happened just yet.
I see. It seems like I was wrong.
So suddenly we see eye to eye?
I had expected you to at least be smarter than most. But it seems that I was gravely mistaken.
Kamisato Ayato! You... How dare you!
You've made your move. Now, I suppose it's time I made mine.
What do you mean?
Do you seriously think this marriage will bring the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryo Commission together? Isn't it at all possible that the Kanjo Commission becomes marginalized as a consequence of this union? Goodness me. Well, I've learned a great deal from talking to you. That will be all for now. If you would excuse me, I shall take my leave.
Hey! What was all that? Paimon didn't follow at all.
They had their scheme, but fortunately I was prepared. As I said, they ended up coming out from the shadows and revealing themselves. Let's see how things are in Inazuma City. Then, I'll take you through the details of my plan.
Na, da bin ich jetzt schon mal gespannt. Was wird der Sag jetzt der nächste Plan sein? Von Kamisato Ayato. Tja, auch die Wahrheit ist eine Lüge. Wir nähern uns so oder so schon dem Höhepunkt dieses Auftrages. Da bin ich mir eigentlich sicher.
Look at this. The daughter of the Kanjo Commission's Hiragi clan and the master of the Tenryo Commission's Kujo clan are getting married.
Sounds like an all-around perfect match, don't you think?
For sure. I'm just surprised. It seems very sudden. I hadn't heard a single word about it until now.
Good luck to them, I say. I'm sure it must have been a hard decision.
Looks like the wedding is definitely going ahead.
It's still too early to make that conclusion. Our adversary wants to push this marriage past the point of no return. However, we can still beat them at their own game. But only if Kujo Kamaji is willing to help us.
Ah, gut. Jetzt wird auch der Bräutigam in den Plan eingespannt. In den Plan, den wir jetzt überhaupt noch nicht kennen. Da gibt es eigentlich jetzt auch bisher nicht sehr viel zu spekulieren.
Welcome. I just heard that the news of my wedding has been officially announced. It seems so sudden. I wasn't ready yet.
Yeah, about that. It's kinda complicated.
Kucho Kamaji erhielt eine Kurzerklärung zum komplexen Zusammenhang.
I see. So someone's trying to take advantage of our marriage.
If you proceed with the wedding, the repercussions for you are likely to be minimal. But we must take Lady Hiragi's situation into consideration.
I've previously considered this possibility. But in the end, we're getting married for true love. And I've promised her that I'll do everything in my power to protect her.
I understand where you're coming from, but to be frank, she should not need your protection. Or, to put it another way, you have tacitly admitted that Lady Hiragi will need your help to get through the hard times ahead, which perhaps suggests that, deep down, you realize all she stands to lose. I don't mean to criticize you. It is natural to want to protect our loved ones. You're an intelligent and gentle person, and I'm sure you would have been able to think about this more objectively were you not so emotionally involved in the situation. I'm sure you admire Lady Hiragi for being the independent, gentle, resilient, and strong-willed person she is. For the sake of marrying you, this wonderful woman will become someone who has to depend on you for the rest of her life. Are you really okay with that?
I love her with all my heart, and would do anything to make her happy. That's why I cannot abide to see her suffer or be manipulated by other people. Yashiro, Commissioner, you're right. It was naive and selfish of me to take things this far. But it's too late now, isn't it? There are notices everywhere.
I have a plan, but it needs a villain. Sir Kujo, in order for my plan to work, you and I must both play the role of antagonists. But it is not without its risks. Are you willing to help?
If there's a way to salvage this, then let's hear it.
I've told the people at the Kanjo Commission that the marriage isn't going to unify the Kanjo Commission and the Tenryou Commission. On the contrary, it's a terrible idea that will marginalize the Kanjo Commission. The context for this is that they are planning to use this marriage to bring down the Hiragi clan, and the key to their success is coming up against no resistance to the marriage from the Tenryou Commission. But what if we were to imagine for a moment that since the affairs of the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryou Commission has been planning to make a move against the weakened Kanjo Commission? The only reason you have been hesitant to act since taking over the Tenryou Commission is because you care about Lady Hiragi's feelings. And so, your plan is to liaise with the Yashiro Commission, to marry her and bring her out of the Kanjo Commission as soon as possible. Once that is achieved, as the person in charge of the Tenryou Commission, you no longer have any reason to hesitate.
I see. This is an ingenious plan. It takes advantage of the situation perfectly.
Tja, dies wird Hiragi Shisato unentbehrlich erscheinen lassen.
Exactly. Our purpose is to change Lady Hiragi's position from an unnecessary burden to an indispensable asset. By doing so, we can even strengthen her position in the Kanjo Commission. Once our adversaries realize how the network of connections behind the scenes really looks, they'll do their utmost to stop this wedding from happening. Then, we simply leave them to clear up the mess they've created.
Got it.
So the network of connections? This is all way too complicated for Paimon. Can you just tell us what you need us to do?
We have to make sure that the behind-the-scenes story comes to the attention of our dear friends in the Kanjo Commission. Matsura, with whom I spoke earlier, will now be fearing the worst. No doubt he'll be on the lookout for the first sign of a crisis. In that case, he will almost certainly have placed informants throughout Inazuma City. What we need to do is to use these informants as a breeding ground for our fake intel. Sir Kujo, there are certain things that I need you to attend to personally.
Kamisato Ayato erklärt Kucho Kamaji die genauen Vorkehrungen.
It's almost time. My ninja has located one of the informants. Let's go and see if he'll take the bait.